Holy shit. His name is Fred Van Vliet. Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Talk Raptors. I'm your host Ahtisham, my channel where you get reviews, analysis, predictions, and hot takes on all things Raptors as well as some NBA. So the Raptors played the Utah Jazz today. Now, this game was interesting. So without further ado, let's talk Raptors versus Utah. So the Utah Jazz didn't have anybody. No Rudy Gobert, no Donovan Mitchell, no Mike Conley, no Joe Ingles, no Bogdanovic, nobody. It was pretty much, bench players as well as the 10-day contracts with good coach. I think his name is Quentin Snyder or something like that. Anyways, but it was an interesting start. The Raptors come out and they are as cold as it is outside today in Toronto. Freaking minus 19. They were crap in the first two quarters. And Utah bench players, Eric Pascal, Eric Hughes or something Hughes, they just go off, man. They can't miss from three. And the Raptors just look lethargic. They can't do anything. I think it was the second quarter or by the third quarter, like the first first 2.5 quarters aren't even worth talking about, man. It was so horrible. The Raptors are clanking shots. They're just looking horrible on the defensive end. Utah looks like freaking Golden State Warriors, and it's the Utah bench and 10-day contract guys. And Eric Pascal has 20 points, 24 points in the first half. Eric Hughes has 17, 18 points. And these are guys that have never gone beyond 11 points. And the Raptors look like crap. And the Raptors are just, I think they were trailing at 14 by the end of the first half. And we start the third quarter, and the Raptors do the same thing all over again. They cut it down, but they can't get close. Utah goes back on a run, and they eventually build the lead up. It's going between 10 to 17 lead change, range of, Raptors cutting it down from 17 to 10. They build it back up to 17, and it just seems like the Raptors are just going to have a shit cold night. But then hits I think it was the 4:20 mark, and the Raptors are down by 14. It's 70 to 84. And something amazing happens. And it is damn Fred Van Vliet. The guy just goes off. So there's an inbounds play. And, we said we do the set play that we do normally, get him an open shot. He gets a mid-ranger. It rolls around the rim and goes in. And Freddie's having a horrible night before this. He had 11 points by that time. And off of 4 for 14 or some crap like that. And he was horrible before this. So it goes in. And for some reason, it just triggers the shit out of him. And we go to the other side, get a defensive stop. He gets to the rim. He gets to the mid-ranger, gets a two-pointer, goes to the other side. Same thing, we get a defensive stop. Or is it a steal? It was one or the other. He comes, shoots a three-pointer. He goes on a 5-0 run at that time. The Raptors are 75 to 84. Goes to the other side, defensive play, steals the ball, comes to the other side, gets to the rim, gets the foul shot. He goes on a 8-point run at that time by himself. Then goes to the other side, steals the ball. We get a defensive stop. He comes to the other side, nails a three-pointer, goes on a 10-point run by himself. Then, same thing, goes to the other stop, steals the ball, comes back to the other side, gets to the rim. He goes on a 12-0 run by himself. Then, Hassan Whiteside is chirping. Freddie tells him, I'm coming after you, boy. Next play, gets to the rim, bodies up Hassan Whiteside, gets by him, gets a layup. At that time, he has gone on a 15-0 run-up by himself and puts the Raptors up 85 to 84. And it is just the most amazing thing, both on the offensive end and the defensive end. And this guy is still not stopped yet. We go to the other side, something else I can't remember right now because it was so exciting just watching Fred work. Then he comes from it's 92 to 91 at that time. and there's about 20 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter, and Freddie hits a 3-point shot from the logo, swish, puts us up by 2 points going into the fourth quarter, and it is the most amazing run I saw, man, I've seen a Raptor go on. Honestly, it was freaking exciting, and he scored 24 points in just the third quarter by himself. He basically carried this team. Then the fourth quarter comes by. Chris Boucher goes, monster on their ass. Pascal is getting to the rim. They're starting to get physical. Gary Trent Jr. is 0 for 8. And the game is ticky-tacky. And he nails a 3-point shot, puts us up by 7. And that is the end of it. The Raptors continue to build on it. And the Raptors win this game. Let me see. I forgot what the score was. We win it, 122 to 108. Yeah, it was too damn exciting to watch Fred. Anyways, that was the most exciting play I've seen. If you guys want to watch, go watch the highlights. You can watch. They're gonna have them instantly, and this is going to be a reel for a long time, because it was one of the best things that I've seen a Raptor do. Even though it was a shit game to watch in the start, it was garbage. But the key takeaways, number one, is that the Raptors are a resilient team. So today I understand that, first of all, it's a cold damn night in Toronto. Second, they didn't expect to just play the bench players and the bench players to come out and punch them in the face just like that. I understand they probably took them easy. But the thing about the Raptors is they continue to claw back. No matter how big the lead gets, it seems like this team continues to try their best. Yes, they break down on the defensive end and stuff like that, but eventually with it, second quarter or the third quarter, they figure it out, and then they continue to build on figuring that out. They don't make the same mistakes they were making in the start. So it is very, very good to see that this team is resilient. They play hard, and they bring the energy when it's needed. Even though it's needed throughout the whole game, but they don't hang their head. They don't start blaming each other. They don't start worrying about missing shots. None of that crap applies to us right now, because we're taking our leader Fred's, Pascal's, and Boucher's. Boucher's becoming damn good, but I'll get to him. And we're taking their lead, and we're just, our players are just sponging it in, and they're becoming as resilient as they possibly can. And that is what's causing us to win the games that we likely should have lost after trailing after this half, which most teams would have just folded it in. So that's something good to see the Raptors do. Second key takeaway is that the Raptors are finally figuring it out on the lineups. The Raptors' big lineup with Pascal, Boucher, Precious, and Scotty Barnes is working damn well, because it's creating defensive havoc. Yes, I have said this as a key takeaway before, but the point is the Raptors, they're finally clicking as well on the offensive end. This lineup is starting to figure out who should be handling the ball, where people are going to be moving around, and they're looking good on the offensive end just as much they were at the defensive end prior to this game. And it's good to see, and the Raptors are building on what they have found out just trying shit out, right? And now they figured out something that is very good for us. Third key takeaway, guys, I have been adamant in all of my videos that Chris Boucher should be traded, but after today, yes, I am going to snake on my call. I feel like, man, at least let him finish the year, because of something I saw today. When this guy came in late third quarter to the early start of the fourth quarter, this guy gave it everything. He was a Chris Boucher that we love. He was attacking. He was, bodying people up, being physical, putting his body on the line, rebounding the ball, fighting for the ball, doing everything he could possibly do. And then there were shots of him just exhausted on the bench. That tells you he gave it everything he possibly can for this team to win today. And that made me change my mind, that this guy deserves to continue to play for the Raptors if he plays like this. Now, I don't expect him to do this every day, every game. Like, he can have a little bit less effort, but, he's got to be tired by the end of it. He's got to do the dirty work. He's got to do everything, man. And that's why I think Chris Boucher should at least finish out the season. Or if we can re-sign him for a cheaper deal, or, at least the same deal, keep him. But if he can't, then I'm sorry, he's gonna be traded. But I wouldn't personally want to see him go after what I saw today from him. It's just good to see an athlete put everything on the line and be exhausted, grabbing his stomach, cramping up like crazy because he put it all on the floor. And the MVP today, guys, give a shout out to Freddie VanVleet and vote for him, guys. I don't know why he's not showing up in the All-Star voting. He went off 37 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and his triple-double came off the highlight play of the game. His whole run in the third quarter was the highlight, but him just lobbing it up to Precious Achiuwa and Achiuwa jamming it in Utah's face. I don't mean Utah Watanabe, I mean Utah Jazz's face, to give Freddie a triple-double, and there's a big smile on Freddie's face, and it's just damn good to see. Yes, the Raptors shouldn't be doing this shit, coming out in the next game like this, because there's only so many times you're going to end up winning that game. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you guys for this video. I'm so damn excited how the Raptors are doing. 5 in a row, baby, and keep climbing those. We're coming for you, Chicago, and I will see you guys after the game in not in New Orleans, but we face the New Orleans Pelicans on Sunday, and I will see you guys after that game. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.